Hello YouTube, welcome to 8th Gen Gaming. I'm Nebula and I got a real cool video for you guys today. We're starting a new series called What's New, and basically what I'm going to be doing is bringing you guys as much information as I can about new games, whether they've just come out or haven't come out yet. I'm going to bring you as much cool, exciting, and kind of hard to find information about the game that I can, so you don't have to spend your time researching it. The game we're going to start off with is a personal favorite of mine. It's Star Wars Battlefront, which is coming out in November. I am super hyped for this game. I loved playing it as a kid. The gameplay footage I do have is of the old game. I couldn't get the footage, of the newer one, so that's fine by me. We're just going to do this one, no worries. So we're going to jump right into it here. The first little thing you should know about this game, it is a remake of the #1 selling Star Wars game of all time. For the most part, they really kept the game the same, though. They haven't made too many huge changes. The only really big one that might affect it up or down, really, is they got rid of the Clone Wars. So you're not going to play as the droids or as the clones, right? I mean, you'll play as the clones of the Empire, but it's just the Empire versus the Rebels. None of that Naboo crap, right? So if you really only like the first trilogy, you're going to really adore this game. And if you're like me and you like both, you're going to love this game anyway because it's going to be an awesome game. And if you really didn't like the first trilogy, well, you might not like this game as much. The next little thing that we're going to get into is there's actually pretty much just 3 heroes they've released to us so far. I'm hoping there's more where you can play as the Emperor and Yoda and old Obi-Wan. But right now, the ones they've released to us are Luke Skywalker. And they're going to have, all their old abilities. So he's going to have, Jedi Throw, Force Push, I believe, and his lightsaber. Darth Vader, Force Choke, Force Throw, and lightsaber. Or not Force Throw, lightsaber throw. And then there's Boba Fett, who's going to have his flamethrower, his rocket, and his gun. So those are the 3 heroes, quote-unquote heroes, even though 2 of them are villains, that they've released to us. And the other thing they've done is, just like in the old game, they've added third and first person, which you can switch in between. So that'll be really interesting how that works in multiplayer. They've released to us so far 2 new game modes that they've been talking about. One they've been talking about more than the other, but one of them they actually released a really cool little video for. And what that one is survival mode. So if you took like Left 4 Dead or Modern Warfare 3 survival mode, and it's kind of like that, except you're kind of surviving rounds, right? So more like Modern Warfare 3 than Left 4 Dead, with at least one other person. I'm assuming you can do more because they do have online multiplayer and co-op. So the way it works is you get dropped in, you have to hold out against the Empire. The rebels can send in little supply drops for you to help you out. So like I said, it's like the Modern Warfare 3 survival, except take out all the really uncool things about Modern Warfare 3's on survival. Throw those away. No one wants those, right? And then jacket full of Star Wars steroids and a bunch of other cool stuff. Jetpacks. It's gonna be really exciting. And the gameplay looks really clean too. And the new graphics are amazing. I cannot do you credit with these original Xbox graphics that I have, but the graphics on the next gen are just phenomenal. So the next thing is Supremacy, right? Which is like the game mode I'm playing right now, which is Conquest, but it's Conquest blown up. So if you've never played Conquest before, what that is domination and TDM combined. So you have positions you have to capture, but they don't actually score you points. They just set your spawn, your team spawn, so you can spawn on that position, and then you have to get kills to get the points and run their tickets out, which is a very dicey, get it? Dicey? Dice. Dicey thing to do, where it's counting down instead of up, and it confused me the first time I played this game again, like from way back when I was a little kid. So it's a lot like Battlefront, I guess they would be similar. So that's real cool. And this is an actual quote that I have here from the Supremacy, which, like I said, is Conquest, which you just saw me playing, put on roids. Alright? It's just blown up. There's going to be 40 people, up to 40 people in each match. So it's going to be huge, right? So this is a quote, and I'm sorry for butchering this guy's name. He's from Electron Arts, and I am too American to read this name. It's Branval brain ball. There's like 2 little dots above the A. Anyway, if someone puts it in the comments phonetically, I would very much appreciate it, and I do apologize for just butchering his name. So what he says, and here's the quote: "When you spawn into Supremacy, you don't have to move far to see a lot of friends and enemies. You're thrown into a massive front line where your screen is filled with adversaries, infantry, heroes, walkers, and starfighters. You can prepare for a very heavy, focused Star Wars game." Alright, so that's what he said. Really cool. It got me all pumped up. And that brings me to my next point. The thing that they're doing that's also quite exciting to me is they're adding space battles and land battles aren't going to be 2 separate things anymore. They're actually going to be pretty much one and the same. You're going to have starfighters up above, ground troops below, and you're going to just see all the vehicles smashed together on one map. Whereas before it was very split up. You had your space battles, you had your ground battles, and every now and then you'd get a map that had a couple TIE fighters or an X-Wing on it, right? And you thought you were a badass. So the next really cool thing about this game that really pleased me as a Star Wars fanatic is they got all the old sound effects from the original movies. They didn't try and recreate them, they just went and got them. So you're going to hear a lot of old quotes, the exact old, you know, sound effects from the older. I think even this game had them, but I think they like maybe even remastered them a little bit. Can't say that for sure, but I knew they got them. All right, and just a little nerd fact as we wrapped up here, right? So in the Hoth PS4 E3 trailer that came out, which I really hope you've seen, it is a cool trailer. Go check it out after this if you haven't seen it already. This guy, and look out for this little point. This guy's coming in on the snow speeder on Hoth, right? And he's going, shoots his cable, starts wrapping around the AT-AT. And this is right in the middle of the video, right before it ends, and or gets to the ending part. And he says the quote from, I don't forget his name, but the guy from New Hope as he's going in to destroy the Death Star. He's like, almost there, almost there. Anyway, I thought it was really cool, and it really showed to me that not only did they get sound effects for the game, they got the quotes too, and they got the voices. It wasn't like someone else reading off the script. It was that guy's voice. It was quite impressive to me. And I'm just checking real quick. Alright, cool. So that's what I have for you right now. Later on, I will be getting you guys Fallout 4, Black Ops 3. Comment down below if there's any other games you're really excited about that are coming out that I have not, I haven't said. I know I've only said 2, and there's a lot more than that coming out, but those are the biggest ones, and I don't want to forget anything for you guys. So if there's a game you're really excited about, let me know. Console, PC, doesn't matter. I will research it and I will get a video out for you, okay? So I'm going to leave you here with this little clip of me fighting Luke Skywalker, and I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's kind of a surprise ending. It's pretty cool. So make sure to hit that like button. It helps me a lot. Please subscribe. I wanna know people, are actually interested in seeing this. So peace, YouTube. Have a good day.
I was just getting started.
It is done, Master.